Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. How many of you use ChatGPT? Only 50%. Now I see more hands being. So you're already are using AI for your work. This is a presentation. So you already are using AI. What do you use the AI ChatGPT for? Sorry? Can't hear you. All of you use ChatGPT for what? I can't hear you, sorry. Assignments. That means you write the assignment or the ChatGPT writes the assignments? Oh, then what do you do for reporting? If ChatGPT is writing your stories, how do you do reporting? Or reporting, editing, curating a video, building a photo gallery. How much is your effort? How much is the AI tools? $50-50? 100% AI? Or 80% your effort and 20% to polish the work that you do? Okay. So, let's start. So AI is the new buzzword. When I got into journalism, that's almost 3 decades ago, search engines were the buzzword. Google, Rediff, Yahoo, Lycos, those were the search engines that were there at that point of time. That was new for us. And it was the same fear that's happening today, saying that search engine will disrupt our business. Search engines will disrupt our work. It did, but it also aided us in building better narratives. You could gather information, you could reach out to people, you could send out an email and get responses. When I started, there was no email as a concept. When we started writing emails and got a response within 2 seconds from an overseas person, contact, he said, wow, it's so amazing. So that's one. When social media came, do you know what news organization did? They said we cannot be publishing blogs, should not put out posts on social media. Today, most news organizations rely on social media to spread the news that they produce, and reporters also rely on social media to build contacts, build follow stories, look at trends, and there are news organizations have what is called as social media editors or trending editors who look at social media trends that's happening to report on their platforms. Now comes ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all the LLMs that has been there in the last 1.5 2 years. It's evolving, but this also aids you as you already are doing. It's actually helping you in creating assignments. So you're already utilizing AI as a tool for your work. As you said, ideation and research is one. There are enough and more tools available in the internet. Some of the LLMs are Perplexity, Consensus, Of course, ChatGPT is the most famous. Google Gemini AI is another platform that is there that integrates search in it. I don't know how many people of you in this team, this room have used Whisper to transcribe recordings. Anyone? One. Claude ChatGPT helps you in structuring your articles, language. Of course, social media is there, photos, images. This was created, the image was taken out of Gemini AI. It's an image that was created on Gemini AI. But human judgment remains. Social media is a tool, internet search is a tool, using AI is a tool. But at the end of the day, human judgment remains. How many of you want to be reporters? How many want to do journalism, take up journalism as a career? So many people. Tell us, what is the biggest challenge for you when you get into reporting? You, your team, your friends. Have you used any translating tool when you reach out to talk to people?
Yes, but they're not perfect.
They're not perfect. But the attempt, when you make an attempt using a translating tool, will people respond? Do people respond?
Uh, yes, for the most part. It's still a bit difficult, but it manages.
Okay. Language is a barrier. What else?
What else? It's also, I again, college specific. We are very busy with assignments and everything. There's no way for us to actually go out and go reporting. We have a lot of work. We have work for this conference as well. But also, I guess there's a lot of there's a lot of news stories happening all the time. So it's very hard to pick and choose what's the right story to report about. What thing should I put more time into, given the different circumstances?
Great. Anyone else? So news judgment is one thing that we learn over a period of time. And you work with your colleagues to figure out which is the best story that you pick up. If you have a daily bulletin that you print out and want to have the top story, you take a call, and it can be completely different than what everyone thinks that it should be the main news. You can take a very soft story of a very positive story as a lead news instead of a crime in the city. That's a judgment that you can take. AI is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment. All of us are constantly on our mobile. In fact, we spend almost 5 to 6 hours a day on an average looking at our mobile, using WhatsApp, scrolling on Instagram, or listening to podcasts, YouTube shorts. If you look at your digital timeline on your device, we see that almost 4 to 6 hours we spend on our devices. But the devices can be harnessed for your benefit. Knowledge, how do you pick up insightful information from digital tools? And when I say AI is a tool, digital, it also is part of your digital tool. Judgment and editorial oversight actually helps. Don't depend on tech tools, AI, to take decisions. Your decision matters. Speed versus quality. You would have seen any breaking news on television channel? All of you watch television channels? No. Hardly. So if you see Typically, in a lot of news television channels, what they do is break news, and immediately 30 seconds later, you see the rival channel trying to break the same news and saying it's breaking news. Sometimes those breaking news can just vanish if they don't take the editorial judgment. In a hurry, many organizations also copy news that is put out by another one. It's your choice how you take the judgment, you whether check out for accuracy before you put out news. You may be if you are a good, AI can help you, ChatGPT can help you draft your assignments, but if you are a bad writer, you are exposed. In our newsroom, we see a lot of writers who use AI tools to write articles, and they're easily exposed because as editors, you already know how they write. And suddenly you see an improvement, you question what is being done. If they seek help from another colleague, which is okay, but otherwise, we see a lot of time people using tools and you get caught. And in most organizations, and irrespective of whether it's a media, non-media thing, copying from AI is as good as plagiarism. How do audiences perceive AI content? You would have seen, most of you would have actually surfed Google News where there are multiple same stories that's coming in, right? There are enough tools, AI tools that actually already report sports news, financial markets results. So the programs write news results on stock company performance. Many small university teams in US, their results are published by using AI. What happens when AI copies AI? We don't know the context yet. So we also don't know how readers perceive. Probably that's one of the reasons why there's a short attention span of readers. As students, you need to know how AI models work, how AI engines are trained, where do they source data from, because any AI model that's built, the underlying data is very important. Understanding the legal implication, there's a very big case that's happening in the US. Even in India, there's ANI, the news agency, has actually filed a suit against OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT, that they plagiarized their content to train their AI model. In fact, OpenAI has threatened, saying that it doesn't come under Indian legal thing, and says it's governed by US laws. That's an interesting thing. Where do you draw the line? Where do you source the images to build the AI models? You can be sued. In fact, I increasingly get mails from photo publishers who use their original, where we use their photos from a paid platform. We pay for that. Yet, the producers actually send out mail saying, where do you source it? We need to constantly give evidence. And that's one area that increasingly we will see, because we will not know the source of those images or the videos that you source. When you build AI, using AI, you create interesting projects or deliver news. I think you have to be very careful. Organizations also should include humans before publishing articles or video products there. There's a huge amount of credibility issues because there are enough AI people using deep fakes to spread misinformation. We need to use our human judgment. Any questions you have? Looks like a boring speech. I don't need to say about it. One question everyone has is, will AI displace us? Will AI displace us? Anyone has a point on it? There's no replacement for human judgment. While we say that AI will replace us, and there's enough talk about AI, there's a fear, because I often talk to people and they say that the first question they say is, will new AI will replace us? No, AI will replace those jobs that can be repetitive. All of us are creative people. We know how to be creative. We should use AI tools to aid our work, and that will not replace us. Nothing will replace the human judgment. And you need to know the risks. If you plagiarize, you copy, you use you spread misinformation, then your law will take over. But otherwise, we need to be very careful about using AI content.